according to manager Pat Murphy, is set to lead off in the bottom of the first.
He's leading off. Same lineup as last game.
Usual reliever Aaron Ashby gets the start tonight for Game 2. And Murphy tells WTMJ he expects Ashby to go 3, possibly 4 innings as a starter in Game 2 tonight. At American Family Field, Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
You can hear coverage of tonight's game starting at 7 o'clock right here on WTMJ. And it's preseason basketball for the Bucks tonight in Miami against the Heat. Tune into that game on 94.5 ESPN at 6:30. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Safer traffic. We have a crash on 4194 North, about a quarter mile beyond the ramp from Ryan Road. That is blocking the the left lane. That is blocking the left lane from Ryan Road. Also looking at delays on, starting at the Zoo interchange. We have delays heading eastbound on 94 past State Fair Park, and some delays on 43 southbound heading into downtown. And taking a look at the WTMJ forecast. Tonight, showers are likely. We're looking at less than a quarter inch of rain, a low of 55 degrees. Tomorrow, we still have a chance for showers in the morning, then decreasing clouds, a high of 65. Wednesday, mostly sunny and cool temperatures, a high of 60. Thursday, mostly sunny, a high of 64. Friday, a chance for a shower early, then partly cloudy skies, a high of 66. Right now in Milwaukee, it's 61 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Thank you for tuning in to this pre-Brewers playoff game episode of What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. For the next hour, we're going to get you prepped for one of the biggest sensations that is bringing our community together. The Milwaukee Brewers play in the Chicago Cubs in playoff baseball after a dominating win on Saturday at American Family Field. At 7, our coverage will start for Game 2, and at just after 8 is the first pitch in the second game of this matchup, and it really has been an exciting time. Heck, it's been an entirely exciting season, and this has been bringing out the cultural and culinary creativity in our community. This season brought us pocket pancakes right out of Pat Murphy's pants. Now, National Bakery is blending baseball and sweets and Polish heritage with playoff pocket punchki. Yes, you will find out about these sweet treats with National Bakery co-owner Jeff Callan in about 5 minutes. And I will tell you, he is here. He has brought some deliciousness. I can already smell the baked goods. You can the glazed sugar, the powdered sugar. It's going to be good. So I'm excited to introduce you to Jeff in just a few minutes. Also, the song you need to hear tonight is a Brewers tune by a local musician who is part of Boo, the band. That band used to be the Brewers house band just outside the outfield at Miller Park. And Rick Hagopian's sing-along song, Are You a Brewers Fan Too?, is the song you need to hear tonight. And at 6:35, my friend and Good Karma Brands teammate Bob Brainerd is going to check in from his spot just outside the stadium entrance in the WTMJ trailer to share stories of how Brewers fans embraced the experience on Saturday at the stadium and the sights and sounds he's seeing as people arrive tonight as they trickle in from tailgating. So the Signing Unlimited, WTMJ, talk and text line, 855-616-1620. That's 855-616-1620. Want to know, where did you watch the Brewers win on Saturday afternoon? Were you there at American Family Field? Were you at a friend's house? Were you at your favorite neighborhood hang? Or did you have the radio cranked while you're sitting out on the lake? Let me know. The Signing Unlimited, WTMJ talk and text line, 855-616-1620. I watched the end of the game at Paulie's Pub, right across from the Wisconsin State Fair Park. I would say rowdy, an enthusiastic group of individuals. It got rowdier when the shuttle buses came back and people came back with their L flags and all their Brewers gear and big smiles and some of the NLDS championship merchandise like koozies and that sort of thing. So it got rowdier as the evening went on, but man, was it fun to be in a group to watch the Brewers just absolutely dominate Game 1. And Nate Rilling producing What's on Tap tonight. Nate, where did you watch the game on Saturday?
I just watched it at my friend's house, with a couple buddies, got some pizza, a couple beers, just had a good time.
That's a good way to do it. Like I said, it brings people together. Was there shouting? Was there hollering? Was there high-fiving?
There was lots of shouting, yes, for sure.
No Cubs fans in your party.
No Cubs fans allowed.
There we go. So we'll keep an eye on the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, 855-616-1620. Over the next hour as we get closer to the Brewers playoff coverage, starting at 7 with Brewers Warm Up with Bob Brainerd. But next, are those pancakes in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? No, they are playoff pocket punchki. Something we definitely see on Fat Tuesday, and now they're back for baseball. Playoff pocket punchki. What they are, who's making them, and how you can get them for your breakfast or your baseball bash. Next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Here's a penny for your thoughts. There's about 11,000 tire-related crashes every year.
Mostly due to driving around on underinflated, beat-up, worn-out tires with low tread.
A couple of clicks at richlawns.com will get you scheduled for a free tire tread test.
But if you're pressed for time, there's an old trick we use in the tire industry that'll tell you if you need tires.
And that's free too.
My dad showed me, who learned it from his dad, who learned it from someone else way back in 1964.
Ah, yes. The old penny test.
Yep, just place a penny head first
As in upside down.
into the groove of your tire. Now, if you can see the top of Lincoln's head, you're due for tires.
And hey, if the free penny test frazzles you, book an appointment at richlawns.com.
If your tires are good,
No harm, no foul, because it won't cost you a penny. Be safe, buckle up, and hang. Always make sure you've got good tread on your tires. I'm Brett Matchke with Rich Lawns. You're
due for service.
Such a refreshing change. Rich Lawns.
Hey, I'm Sandy Maxx at WTMJ. Who do you know that's looking for a job? And I mean a good one. Well, I'm here to tell you about incredible career opportunities with my friends at 3 Pillars Senior Living Communities in Dousman. 3 Pillars ranked best in continuing care, assisted, and independent living, and it's a certified great place to work. And they're hiring caregivers within their assisted living and memory care communities. Full and part-time, day or evening shifts starting at $20 per hour. You could get more based on experience and on the shifts. The best part, you will make a difference in the lives of others every day at 3 Pillars. Go to 3pillars.org and click on the Careers tab to learn more.
From those with no experience to firearms enthusiasts, all are welcome at Mission 94 Firearms Education Center. The staff is deeply committed to providing a welcoming and engaging environment for everyone at every level. Learn the right way to handle firearms, level up your skills, and experience replica firearms from different historical eras while learning about their role in protecting our freedoms throughout history. Visit veteran-owned and managed Mission 94 in Kenosha today. Check out the 5-star reviews. Just Google Mission 94.
The leader in the dugout, the skipper, the man who riles up the crew with his words of inspiration.
You mean my old ass? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, that's our guy. Brewers manager Pat Murphy joins Wisconsin's Morning News every Tuesday at 8:45 for Brewers 360.
We're a team that the other team's going to feel us. You're not going to walk away from a series and not be felt. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited and Big Fish Contracting. You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Turning up the heat at the ballpark, and you also turn up the heat at the bakery when you want to make delicious things. Pat Murphy's Pocket Pancakes, an unusual snack to keep in one's pants. Admittedly, they became a very fun aspect of this special 2025 Brewers season. They're selling pocket pancakes at American Family Field. You can lean all the way in. You can even get syrup for your pocket pancakes. Now, what if you put a Polish flair on the pocket pancake? Well, our friends at National Bakery have created something tasty and fresh for Brewers fans. Jeff Callan of National Bakery, welcome to What's on Tap. And what Brewers bakery item have you and your team created?
Well, first of all, thanks for having us. Yeah, we're really excited for this little treat that we created. We always try to come up with something really kind of fun and unique with the current events that are happening. And we all kind of got together, and Brian, my business partner, said, we're kind of known for our punchki around Milwaukee, and maybe we could do something with punchki. So we gathered our head baker and some of his guys, and we came up and we decided to come up with this great little treat, a mini punchki, but it's a pocket punchki, so you can pull it out of your pocket. But we did have some challenges along the way, too, whether we should have glazed on there or icing. Originally we were going to do yellow icing and blue icing, but then we thought, oh, that'd be kind of hard, be kind of sloppy all, pulling that out. So we just went with this, and then we have the lemon filling inside for the brewer color.
Aha. Because blue is kind of tough.
Yeah, blue is a little bit harder to try to do. We tried to match it a little bit on our samples, but then we decided to just go with this because it's pretty clean and pretty easy to
Jeff,
do.
This is so fun. I'm holding a pocket punchki. You can see it on the WTMJ YouTube live stream, but it fits right in the palm of your hand, because that's one thing about punchki on Fat Tuesday. I mean, they're as dominating as the Brewers were in Game 1. I mean, they're impressive. They're large.
They are.
So
yeah.
this is much more manageable.
Yeah, and we did do a couple samples. We had a bigger one. We said, oh, it might be a little bit too big. So we played around with this, and a donut hole was probably too small. So we decided to go middle of the road here, and I think they came out really good size, actually. And even when we put together that little video we did, the girls were able to pull it right out to take a look at it. So
I would say your Facebook posting has gotten a lot of people's attention. These are adorable, and I love that they're, I would say, coated in powdered sugar, because then they kind of look like a baseball.
They are. Yeah, thank you. That's a good catch by you.
So, Jeff,
no pun
nice
intended.
catch. But, Jeff, you're talking about sampling and creating. So, we're here. When did the pocket punchki idea start? Was it as early as Pat Murphy pulling them out of his pockets?
Yeah, I think it was after
recently?
he did the breakfast, the pancake breakfast too.
Well, that wasn't that long ago, though.
Yeah, so we just kind of, within the past probably 5 days or so, we kind of put it all together, and I think it was Thursday where we rolled it out. So we just had a couple days, and we just all right, let's try to see if we can figure this out. And
how many cooks are in the kitchen for that?
We had a lot of cooks in the kitchen with opinions. But no, our head baker, Gonzalo, is just fantastic, and he just kept working at it until we got the right size. And Brian and I loved what he did, and, we kind of just decided to try something different, and it's pretty cool, actually.
I think it's absolutely adorable. Now, this is not the first time that you've done Brewers-themed treats, because I also have this amazing, almost punchki-sized, delicious glazed donut that has blue and yellow sprinkles, and you've also made adorable cookies. This one's in the shape of a heart that says Heart the Brewers, but it has a baseball design on it. So you have cookies that are designed like jerseys. So anybody who's having a Brewers gathering or just wants to bring some joy to work, man, these Brewers cookies and donuts really do it.
They do.
How long have you been doing Brewers-themed
We've
treats?
been doing the Brewers themes. Well, we had it throughout the season, but we went hardcore over the last week or so, where we're dedicating, even every store has a full table jam-packed with different kinds of cookies. The donuts, obviously, and then just the extra little bonus here. But our little cakes and everything's selling so fast. Anything that's got the blue and yellow and the green is selling super fast. So we're just adding it to almost everything.
That's good, though, because this is that time to have that energy to embrace this. This is such a special time. There are so many other teams that are not in the postseason who are envying us to be able to lean all the way in to the pocket foods, to fly in the colors, and really bringing people together. And food brings people together.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, when you come in, you see little kids grabbing some of these little brewer baseball cookies and things like that. I mean, it's really pretty special too. So, it makes us feel proud to be in this community too, being actually a part of the whole Brewers celebration too. So
and
let's
Jeff,
keep it going.
Yeah, and you are not a fair weather Brewers fan, Jeff. You and your team at National Bakery, you go all the way back old school. You made Brewers Pup Hank cakes and cookies back in the day.
We did, and actually, when Hank passed away maybe a year or two ago, we rolled them back out again. And those literally, we could not keep them in. Julie, our head decorator, does a lot of our cookies, most of our cookies. And the way she can just draw the little Hank dog on there.
He was lovable.
Fantastic.
Man,
and
he was lovable.
Yeah, so that was a fun thing, too, to kind of tap into. So that's kind of what I mean when we try to get in what's happening locally around Milwaukee and trying to make it work for us, too.
He is Jeff Callan of National Bakery. I want to ask you more about what it's like to be making baked goods. I mean, that takes a team, and it takes skill, and also the fact that you want to create these flavors and these special treats. So more conversation with Jeff Callan of National Bakery on What's on Tap. Stay with us on WTMJ.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025. It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. Premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. Premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Hey, WTMJ, Steve Scafidi here. Are you a member of the State of Wisconsin Pension Program? If so, you may have questions about your benefits and what they mean to your retirement plan. Join me along with Anik Wealth Management Director of Financial Planning Eric Strom and Senior Financial Planner Tom Burkholz on October 21st at 3:30 p.m. We'll discuss fundamentals, like how to look at your statement, and go deeper looking at case studies that may help relieve concerns and answer your questions about WRS. That's Tuesday, October 21st at 3:30 p.m. Register now. Visit WTMJ.com or events at AnixWealth.com. Hey, this is WTMJ's Steve Scafidi here to talk about my brand new show, WTMJ Outdoors. Coming up, we're talking turkey. That's turkey hunting season in Wisconsin. A great vets organization doing some great work for our vets who need our help. And we wrap it up with the waterways of Wisconsin with Milwaukee Riverkeeper. All things Wisconsin Outdoors. Join us every Saturday, 2 to 3, right here on 620 WTMJ.
It's WTMJ Outdoors, presented by Outdoor Living Unlimited. You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands because there is a new sweet treat. Scooch over just a little bit, Pocket Pancake. There's still room for you, but make room for the Playoff Pocket Punchki. Is it Punchki or Punchki? How do you say it, Chef?
We call it Punchki, but it's interesting. We do different T-shirts every year for Punchki Day.
Yeah.
And one year we had all the different kinds the way people said Punchki. Punchki, Ponchki, Ponchki. You know,
Paskey for the people, for the new people.
Yeah.
It works. He is Jeff Callan, co-owner of National Bakery, and you and your National Bakery team are creative, fun, lean into all sorts of topical things, and the Brewers for years has been something that you have celebrated through baked goods. And now, describe for everyone the Playoff Pocket Punchki that you have created.
It's kind of like a triple play, right? Triple P. Well, we created this great little Punchki. Since we're kind of known for our Punchkis and we have Punchki every day of the year, we thought stick to our theme. You know, that's kind of what we do. And, you know, our bakers came up with this great little treat here, and we thought it'd be just kind of a fun thing to roll out, along with all of our other brewer stuff that we're doing too.
And it's covered in powdered sugar. And what is the flavor inside? It's not prune.
It's lemon. Prune is on Punchki Day.
Prune is wonderful,
yeah,
though. Prune is a good traditional
it's lemon,
one.
and we wanted to get something yellow, you know, so that's really the best thing we can come up with quickly. So, so we went with the lemon, and it seems to be pretty good with the powdered sugar, especially.
I think it's going to be great with coffee.
Yes.
Coffee tomorrow morning for sure, and any delightful gathering. How long are you making the Playoff Pocket Punchki?
All the way through the playoffs. So as long as the Brewers go, we're going to make them every day. So, and the stores are selling out so fast that, you know, we have to just, Gonzalo, come on, make it extra, you know, 200 tomorrow or whatever.
A limited edition. So this truly is
edition.
Special. Oh, I love that you've created this. Now, you mentioned this is kind of what you do. What is it like compared to Punchki Day? When does preparation start for Fat Tuesday and those thousands of Punchki that you bake?
We start early January, actually.
Ordering
Because
supplies.
Punchki Day is anywhere between usually the middle of February till the end of February. And yeah, we start putting our projections together. How are we going to do it? What's the mix going to be? We keep with traditional flavors too. We use raspberry, prune, and raisin. And this year we rolled out the lemon too, similar to this donut here. And it's a major undertaking. But everybody gets into it because they see the results on Fat Tuesday when all the media is there, and we get cool T-shirts for everybody. We have accordion players at the stores. So so it's kind of I think the employees appreciate the long hours. The poor bakers go all night just frying away, so we can hit our target about 40,000.
Wow, that was the number I was looking for. My stars!
Yeah,
But you're in a great rhythm now.
It is. It just kind of runs itself now. Roll out another 40,000, Gonzalo and the guys. But it's great, and and it's great for us. It gives us kind of like we are in the community, and we appreciate all the local people who come back every Punchki Day. So that's really fun too, and we appreciate obviously our employees who take
You are
great care of
definitely
us.
part of the community, Jeff. How long has National Bakery been in Milwaukee?
We just celebrated our 100-year anniversary. Started in 1925. And we just had our 100-year anniversary. So we've been celebrating all year long.
Congratulations. And you have more than one location, though.
We do. We have 3 locations. 16th Street on the south side of Milwaukee, across from St. Francis Hospital. That's kind of the original old building that was there. Then we have one in the village of Greendale and also in Brookfield on Greenfield Avenue, just east of Sunny Slope. So 3 locations. All of them are a little different, but all of them are pumping out these pocket punchkis.
And what do you do to celebrate a 100th anniversary? That's a major milestone.
Yeah, it was great. And we kind of tied it to the Punchki Day celebration that we had. So we had proclamations from all the different towns that we had. The mayors all gave us proclamations. The city gave us an award. So, it was good. In addition to, this year we were nominated won the best bakery in Wisconsin. So that was kind of neat from Wisconsin Bakers Association.
How do you win the best bakery in Wisconsin?
We were nominated, and we
gives
won.
that award?
It took us, because it's probably because of 100 years before we got it, but we finally got it. And
Who gives that
it's
award?
A great Wisconsin Bakers Association. So it's a pretty prestigious award that we have. So we've got trophies in all the stores too, along with the proclamations from each store. So
congratulations!
Thank you. Thank you. It's fun.
And now for the pocket punchkis, the playoff pocket punchkis.
PPP.
I love that you got to put the playoff in front of there. Do these have any superstitions? Should you eat one before the first pitch? Should you have one for breakfast every morning? What do you think?
I think you should have one every hour of the day to give them some good luck. And no, it's going to be great. It's just playing on the whole Pat Murphy thing is it's really been good for us.
I say Pat's been a gift.
It's kind of fun. Oh yeah,
Pat's been a gift in a lot of ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeff, thank you so very much. I wish you and everyone at National Bakery a very happy and long Brewers playoff season. Not going to jinx anything, just want to have a whole lot of playoff pocket punchkis in people's mouths and bringing smiles.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
And continued success to you and the team at National Bakery.
Thank you.
Now, go Brewers.
Go Brewers.
Where are you watching the game tonight?
I'm going to watch it at home tonight.
There you go. Cheer loudly so they can hear you all the way at the stadium.
There you go.
So we will check in with Bob Brainerd, who is host of Brewers Warm-Up at 7 o'clock. He's going to give us a window to the world, and you're going to hear a special Brewers song. So stay with us here on What's on Tap. And now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Jessica Gatso.
Thanks, Sandy. A motorcyclist was seriously hurt after a crash in Walker's Point. It happened just after midnight near 10th and National. Milwaukee police say a vehicle turned in front of the motorcycle that was traveling east and caused the crash. The driver of the vehicle remained on scene and is cooperating with the investigation. No one was injured after a fire damages a restaurant in Hales Corners. Fire crews responded just before 4 a.m. to the Hale House restaurant on Forest Home. The fire started on the outside of the building and then spread to the interior area of the kitchen. Investigators think the fire started in a towel bin adjacent to the building, but they're not sure what actually caught fire. The restaurant is closed while the owners assess the damage. Brewers outfielder Christian Yelich is again named a finalist for the prestigious Hank Aaron Award. It honors the most outstanding offensive performer in each league, and Yelich is a 2-time recipient, winning in 2018 and 2019. The award was established in 1999 to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Hank Aaron breaking Babe Ruth's all-time home run record right before Aaron was traded back to the Milwaukee Brewers. Fans can cast their votes for Yelich online until Sunday. Get all the details on our website, WTMJ.com. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Still seeing delays on 94 eastbound ahead of the Brewers game. We've got those backups start back at the zoo. Clears up once you get past 70th Street. And time for the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, showers likely. We're looking at less than 1/4 inch of rain, a low of 55 degrees. Tomorrow, we still have a chance for showers in the morning, then clouds roll away to a high of 65 degrees. Wednesday, mostly sunny skies and cool temperatures, a high of 60. Thursday, mostly sunny, a high of 64. Friday, we have a chance for a shower early, partly cloudy skies, a high of 66. Right now in Milwaukee, it's 61 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
Milwaukee College Prep, redefining what's educationally possible so more children can pursue their dream. Join me, Craig Karmazin, and Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 23rd at Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee scholars. Your support means quality education is accessible to over 2,000 scholars in Milwaukee. Enjoy food, drinks, and a chance to learn more.
Purchase tickets at 2025 takeastand.givesmart.com. That's 2025 takeastand.givesmart.com.
Your neighbors are talking. Did you see their siding? Yikes. That drafty window? It's basically air conditioning. From nature. Don't be the scary house on the block this fall. Call Exterior Pros and Baths and get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project. No tricks, just treats. That's 262-800-4274 or click your way to extpros.com. Fall in love with your home again. Trust the pros.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Some things are fine to buy from a vending machine, but despite what a certain national online company tells you, a car is not one of them.
Let's see. Cheese Doodles, Mr. Nougat Bar. Oh, here we go. Green 4-door hatchback. We're gonna need some more quarters.
Sure, they make it seem convenient, but it won't be so convenient if you have a problem with the vehicle you buy. And if it's after 7 days, good luck. Adam member dealers also let you search online, and unlike those national companies, you get to see the vehicle in person and test drive it before you buy it. You also have the assurance that the vehicle's been thoroughly tested, and if any issue does come up, your local Adam member dealer is right here to service it and can also provide low financing and top dollar for your trade. Think about that before you take the chance with their so-called vending machine.
What? It's stuck! No! Oh, rats!
Start your search at adamm.com.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
This is to get you in the mood on What's on Tap for what is coming tonight. Another Milwaukee Brewers playoff game. That is Jackson Churrio's walk-up music, which is fun. Thanks so much for listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And it is an exciting time. And I have not been to a playoff game yet. Oh, I watched it. I cheered along. But it's got to be special there So, welcoming to What's on Tap right now, a man who was there on Saturday and is there right now, WTMJ's Bob Brainerd, host of Brewers Warm-Up, which starts in just 25 minutes. How are you, Bob?
Sandy, I am well. I will say this, that autumn has arrived in Milwaukee. For those of us that wanted fall, it is coming into American Family Field and the surrounding ballpark with a vengeance, and folks are bundling up appropriately because, I mean, even this afternoon, it felt like Saturday. It was nice, but it feels like October baseball, and that's okay, too. The roof is going to be closed with the threat of showers, but little nip in the air, and that's good. That's okay.
I'm seeing it's cloudy and 59 right now, and we got a little bit of rain on some of our tailgaters. Is it clear skies now, or is it still a little damp?
No, still a little damp, but I think the showers, the major stuff is going to hold off. But even with just the threat, they're going to keep the roof closed. For my money, Sandy, I've been to enough playoff games when roof is open, roof is closed. And I have noticed when it is closed, it is significantly louder. Now, it was very loud here on Saturday, as you can imagine, when the Brewers erased that 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. I mean, it was up for grabs. And a lot of us in the press box, we were kind of wondering, all right, what's the ratio of Cubs to Brewers fans in the ballpark at the time? As it went on, I mean, Cubs fans made a lot of noise with the solo home run, but the Brewers fans, they really responded. And most of us were saying it's probably like 70-30, 75-25, which is good because you don't know how many folks from the other state are going to show up here en masse. So it is significantly more.
I'm saying you'd really like to have home field advantage.
Pat Murphy said it after the game. He noticed, the players noticed that this place was loud. It helped them in the first couple innings. And Pat Murphy, he summed it up and he said, look, it felt like a home game, which seems weird when it is a home game, but we all know how this can get, during the regular season. Sometimes Cubs fans, they buy up all the tickets. God bless you if you want to make a profit, but then there are games that feel like it is Wrigley North in here. So I will say on Saturday, it did not feel like Wrigley North. It felt like American Family Field.
I'm so glad because, our city really does, our state really does embrace the Brewers when they get to this legendary status. And this 2025 season has been fun to watch, fun to play along. You probably just heard the Playoff Pocket Punchki interview, based on the inspiration from Pat Murphy's pocket pancakes that he walks around and snacks on and shares. So it's like those are the also fun parts of this. So to know that people are coming together, people who've been longtime Brewers fans who wait and save up for these kinds of experiences are really there. And Bob, you were there. I was wondering how Craig Counsell was received. Was it audible?
Can you imagine, Sandy? It was audible. They were booing the pitching coach when he came out in the first inning, thinking that it was Craig Counsell. Just in case, they made sure that their voices were heard. And then when Counsell came out and pulled the starting pitcher, who only got 2 outs, then they let him have it. So, yeah, that has become a theme here. This from a person who said, I really wasn't sure. I really didn't think it would be that big of a deal when I went to Chicago. Come on, Craig.
Yeah.
You're from here. You grew up in Milwaukee.
I think he was just trying to
wasn't
soften
sure.
that
So,
blow.
Yeah, he didn't soften it. It was audible. So I think that will be in play again here tonight. With the roof being closed, that will be in play again tonight. So it will be louder in here from the Cubs fans and from the Brewers fans. And by the way, Sandy, you're no friend of mine. I saw the box on the Punchki National Bakery interview. You're no friend of mine if you don't save me one when I'm in studio for Game 3. So find a fridge, tuck one away from me.
I will. I'm very glad to share the Playoff Pocket Punchki. I'm convinced they're good luck. And it's just the great spirit. Does it embody Milwaukee much more than rolling in some Polish flavor on that? Next we just need to figure out some way to put a sausage inside the Punchki and then lean all the way into it. Then we get a little German there. I feel like we're blending the cultures. But Bob, you and I have both been in the stadium as an in-game host, and you and I would look for those stories. Who's got the, like La Luchador mask on and everything? Are you seeing people come dressed up to the nines, or is this just more a, hey, we want to see great baseball crowd?
Interesting. Interesting. I think there was more of the color and the flavor that you're talking about, Sandy, on Saturday because it was, it's 87 degrees. And so the grills were out early. There were bands playing in the parking lot. People are a little more bundled up here, but they're bundled up in their team colors. And I will say this, too, as they get off the shuttle buses and they get out of their cars and they walk up to the stadium here. We're right outside the main entrance at American Family Field. It is heavy on Brewer fans. There's a smattering of Cubs fans, but it's not like buses come and they dump out a bunch of Cubs fans onto our home soil here. So it is, I'll tell you what, again, because we all thought it was 70-30, 75-25 Brewers to Cubs fans in the yard, I think what you said earlier, Sandy, is that Brewers fans recognize this is special, and it's special enough that we want to hang on to our tickets. They are special. We're not going to sell them for a big profit because we want to be in the yard. It's like the golden ticket in Charlie and, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's a golden ticket. How many times do these come along? You don't sell those to get a little extra in your bank account. You use them. You go into the ballpark. You make noise.
You want to be part of the magic. And I also want to ask you.
Yes, absolutely.
As my last question, Bob, because I know you've got to prepare for Brewers warm-up and then the post-game show. This is the season without Uke. And my last home game, well, that's not true. 2 home games ago, but I was there for the Euchre celebration game in August. And so many people were stopping to kind of pay homage to the Euchre statue. Do you see that happening in this series?
Yes, I do. And in fact, and I sent you the picture, Sandy, and maybe I can share it on social media as well. You were asking me about this as I'm getting out of my car and I'm walking over to the mobile unit here, and I walk right past the Euchre statue, and what's going on? There's a woman there. She's got a Euchre jersey on, Euchre 9. She's got the jersey on, and she's standing right at the base of his statue, and she's looking up. I wasn't there long enough to see if she shed a tear or not, but you could tell she was reflecting. She needed to go there. She had the jersey on for a reason. She needed to go see the statue. There was also on the platform, and we saw this when Uke passed away, but currently there was a fresh bed of roses at the base of Euchre's statue. And I asked the woman, I said, excuse me, did you leave the roses? And she said, no, somebody else did. But it was really touching and really special to her when she showed up. So, yeah, it's something that the players and Pat Murphy have also talked about, too, that deep down they want to win this for this city and they want to win this for this team, but they also want to win it for you. That has been made loud and clear.
That is wonderful. Well, enjoy every single minute. I'm glad you're there covering Brewers warm-up, and you have a front row seat to the fans approaching, and enjoy every minute of tonight's game, and stay on WTMJ to hear Bob Brainerd and Brewers warm-up. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome, Sandra. Anytime. Go Brewers.
Go Brewers. And we're going to hear Brewers music next on What's on Tap.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus. I'm Weston. What's your question?
You know when that big online store has special days with ridiculously low prices?
Yeah.
Why doesn't Hasselus Mattress do that?
We do.
You do? When?
Every day.
Okay, good one. But really, when are the big discounts?
Like I said, every day. You know our showrooms are employee-free.
So I can give your mattresses a try.
With no pushy sales guy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that allows us to sell Sealy Posturepedic, Beautyrest, and more for way less.
Give me numbers.
Our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next day delivery, too.
And you do this every day?
Yeah. Plus, through Monday, get a free box spring with every Sealy Posturepedic, Beautyrest, and more, or take an equal amount off an adjustable base.
Wow.
So I guess you could say now is a prime time to buy.
I see what you did there.
Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you or shop online at Hasselus.com.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Patrick and Monica initially chose a bank to get pre-approved and provide financing for the purchase of their first home. But they were getting a bad feeling when a week after their offer was accepted, the bank still hadn't locked in their rate, nor had the appraisal been ordered. Monica shared her concerns with a friend who happened to be a multi-time AccuNet client. That led to Monica connecting with one of our senior loan consultants the same day, and after gathering some information and reviewing options, we locked in their rate right then and there with loan costs $3,600 lower than what the bank had quoted. The appraisal was ordered right away too, and the loan closed on time just 3 weeks later. We also noticed an oversight in the contract that led to a $3,000 credit from the seller. You can get a generic pre-approval and average or worse service from a bank, or you can get the kind of fast service, advice, attention to detail, and savings that made Monica and Patrick Acunet's latest raving fans. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button at Accunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx. You've got it on What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. Nate, pot that back up. Let me hear it. If you don't already know, that is the walk-up music for Milwaukee Brewers catcher William Contreras, and that is one of those songs that gets everybody in the stadium clapping. It's just so much fun. It is called Narco by Blaster Jacks and Timmy Trumpet. If you want to add that to your party playlist for these Brewers playoff games. We're about to get into the second game in this National League Division Series as your Milwaukee Brewers host the Chicago Cubs at American Family Field. First pitch, 8:08, and our Brewers warm-up show with Bob Brainerd starts just after 7 o'clock. And postseason play is exciting. It brings fans together. Longtime fans and bandwagon fans, new fans, you're welcome. It's all good, and it is magic, as we all like to think that Bob Uecker is looking down on the fun and rooting the team to go all the way. It's been a really fun season, and it is not over yet, and WTMJ is here for every single pitch, so thanks for hanging out with us, and music definitely gets the energy going, so I had been fun there with William Contreras' walk-up song, but I also am charmed when longtime fans are creative and they write their own songs, and a Brewer song I want to play for you next is written by local musician Rick Hagopian. And I met Rick through his percussion playing with the local band Kitty Softpaw. But even more people know Rick as a member of Boo the Band. And this is a highlight of my chat with Rick Hagopian a couple of weeks ago on What's on Tap to kind of put it in perspective. Rick, you and I were just talking about the Milwaukee Brewers, so you're excited that the Brewers just won.
Yeah.
Of course. But you were in basically like the Brewers house band a while ago.
For a number of years, I still play in a band called Boo the Band, and for a number of years, we were the official house band for the Milwaukee Brewers.
I remember you were set up right there just outside the outfield.
Yeah. Tons of fun, lots of fun. And as part of that, it inspired me to write a song about the Brewers called Are You a Brewers Fan Too? And, WTMJ does so much for the community. Sandy, what you do is incredible, but WTMJ played that song a number of times. I think used it as bump music for a while, so
I'm excited.
Really grateful for that.
Okay, and you will hear it next on WTMJ. We'll play it again. Are You a Brewers Fan Too is the song you need to hear, sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. Visit them at flanners.com. At Flanners, music matters. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
Ben, why are you wearing a lab coat?
I'm conducting a highly sensitive experiment, Arvid.
Here, at Penny Mustard.
Obviously, Nicole.
What's going on?
We've seen a significant uptick in the number of gasping customers.
Gasping?
I've isolated the gasping to this 12-foot radius.
Well, of course. This is where we display the Joni sofa.
Now that's a gasp-worthy sofa.
The Joni sofa's sophistic-crafted fortress frame construction makes it as strong as a tank.
When you pair it with our high-quality foam and hundreds of fabric and leather options, you get an incredibly durable, yet surprisingly supple sofa.
Was that you?
Oh no, it's contagious.
Come see the Joni Sofa, American-made with Fortress hardwood frame, ultra-high-density cushions, and hundreds of fabric and leather options, starting at $19.13 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishings.
I know why you continue to live in pain. It's because you don't believe anything can be done to help. Maybe you bought into something and you've been burned before. I mean, your skepticism, it's understandable. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and here we use powerful, anti-inflammatory, and cushioning pharmacological medicines to ease your pain. They're FDA approved, and most medical insurance is going to pay for our treatments, including Medicare and Medicaid. And that's the litmus test. Because if insurance has shown to cover the cost of many of our patients' treatments, you can be sure it's valid medicine. It's not a biological treatment considered experimental or some new gimmick that's trying to hook you. The Rejuvenex approach to pain relief is legitimate. It helps to alleviate pain in shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees. And from what we've seen, it gives people a new lease on their lives.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Call today, and there's a good chance we'll see you tomorrow.
There's no better place to catch the natural wonders of fall than Lake Geneva. Stroll a lakeshore path in a kaleidoscope of color. Explore winding rustic roads. Take a scenic boat tour or glide through a forest on a zip line. At night, stargaze from a historic observatory, cozy up to a campfire, or have a cocktail on the patio. Enjoy the seasonal bounty at orchards, wineries, and farms with flavors to savor. Plan your fall getaway now at visitlakeggeneva.com. Lake Geneva, it's always been the place for fall fun.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
In just over an hour, the second game in this playoff series between your Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs will get started at American Family Field, and the song you need to hear is a composition about the Brewers and Brewers fans by musician Rick Hagopian. I met Rick through his percussion playing with the local band Kitty Softpaw, but I realize that you and I and a lot more people know him as a member of Boo the Band. You've probably heard of them. They're a 9-piece cover band. They've got a horn section, and their shtick is, if you like what you hear, boo the band. If you don't like what you hear, boo the band. They used to be set up outside Miller Park when it was Miller Park, right outside the outfield. So a really fun band to play along and enjoy, and they're still going. You can look them up on Facebook. But Boo the Band member Rick Hagopian was in the studio with me a couple of weeks ago, and he wrote this song called Are You a Brewers Fan Too in 2008. You might have heard it on WTMJ before, and we'll play it again now because Are You a Brewers Fan Too by Rick Hagopian is the song you need to hear, sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. Visit them at flanners.com. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
The roof at Miller Park's wide open at night. All the tailgaters dressed in their blue and white. The pregame shows on the radio. The boys of summer take their practice swings, and in the beer garden, a band starts to sing. Milwaukee's getting ready for a win today. We are the Brew Crew, the true blue Brew Crew. We are the Brew Crew, the true blue Brew Crew. Are you a Brewers fan too? Are you a Brewers fan too?
celebrating the Brewers. You can find it on YouTube by searching Are You a Brewers Fan Too? By local musician Rick Hagopian. Sounds fun. And you can find the limited edition Playoff Pocket Punch Key at National Bakery, a perfect treat for your playoff party gathering or cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Thanks to National Bakery co-owner Jeff Callan for being my guest today on What's on Tap, and thanks to my buddy and fellow broadcaster Bob Brainerd for joining me. Stay here for Brewers Warm-Up with Bob Brainerd next on WTMJ. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Go Brewers!
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Does music matter to you? Flanders Home Entertainment wants to help you have the best music experience at home. They've got high-quality products, the best prices,